Today's class is a slightly more vigorous, high energy class focused on lots of movement. We'll have options for inversions and arm balances, but if those aren't in your practice, that's totally okay. I will also give you some alternatives. Feel free to do what is right in your practice today. Start out in Malasana at the back of your mat. Feet wide, toes turned out. Come on down into a squat. Hands at heart center, using your elbows to help spread your knees nice and wide. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Nice big inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up for a twist. Inhale, hands back to center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, walk your hands forward and fold. Slowly roll on up to standing, heel toe your feet hip distance apart. We'll do a few walk out push-ups. You can do the push-ups on your knees if you'd like, and just go as low as you are comfortable with. Walk your hands out and find high plank. Knees up or down. Lower for a push-up and come back up. Walk your hands back towards your feet and stand tall. Again, walk your hands out. Find high plank. Knees up or down. Lower and push back up. Walk your hands in. Stand tall. One more time. Walk your hands out. Find high plank. Knees up or down. Lower. Push up to plank and push back to downward facing dog. You can start with your knees bent. Maybe walk your heels up and down for just a moment. Then find some stillness. Draw your tailbone up and back. Find space through your torso. And if it's available, slowly lower your heels back and down, keeping your torso long, keeping your tailbone pointing up and back. Look forward and walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Step your feet wide and find Malasana at the front of your mat. Inhale, hands at heart center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, hands to heart center. And slowly come to seated. Bring your knees together. Bring your feet up to boat. You can keep your knees bent. And slowly, keeping your legs where they are, lower your upper body down. Bring your hands so that they're pointing straight up to the ceiling. Extend your left leg and your right arm. Bring them back to center. Right leg, left arm. Back to center. Keep your low back pressed into the mat throughout the movement. Left leg, right arm. Back to center. Right leg, left arm. Back to center. Left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. Just a couple more on both sides. Left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. And last one, right leg, left arm. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side for a moment. And then slowly rock and roll back and forth until you're able to come all the way up to seated. Plant your hands and find your way back into downward facing dog. Nice long inhale and a full complete exhale. Inhale, three-leg dog. Right leg goes up and back. Exhale, step your right foot by your right hand. Come on up to high lunge. Settle into your lunge. And then exhale like a wave. Your upper body folds over your right leg. Arms go back. Inhale, up. Exhale like a wave. Hinge from your hips. Arms go back. Inhale, up. Exhale one more time. Wave your upper body forward over your right leg. And inhale, up. Exhale, turn your left heel down. Find warrior two. Inhale, flip your right palm over. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, shift your hips back. Right hand down, triangle pose. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Bend your right knee. Right hand comes forward. Step on up into half moon. Lift your left arm to the ceiling. And if it's available, bring your right fingertips off the mat and your palm towards your chest. One more inhale and exhale. Then slowly bend your right knee and revisit warrior two. Shift your hips to the left. Bring your right forearm onto your right thigh. Left arm over your head. Side angle pose. Exhale, left hand down. Come up onto your left toes. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Right arm reaches around and hugs your left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Exhale, give yourself a hug. One more time, right arm up. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Right arm reaches up. Press into your left arm and your left foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Vashisthasana, side plank. Lift your right knee, step your right toes down, and flip over into wild thing. Inhale back to side plank. And exhale, find high plank. Hold for one inhale. And exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, high lunge. Step your left foot by your left hand and come on up to standing. Settle into your lunge and then hinge from your hips. Exhale, wave your upper body over your left leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Arms go back. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, wave your upper body over your left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your right heel down and open up to the side. Flip your left palm over. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, shift your hips to the right, straighten your left leg, triangle pose. Bring your right hand to your right hip, bend your left knee, find half moon. Stand in your left leg, lift your right arm up to the ceiling, and if it's available, bring your left fingers off the mat and in towards your heart. One long inhale and a full, complete exhale. Then slowly bend your left knee, revisit warrior two. Shift your hips to the right, left forearm to left thigh, right arm overhead, side angle pose. Exhale, right hand down, right up on your right toes, left arm up, and then left arm comes around and you give yourself a hug. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Bring your left arm back up. Press into your right hand and your right foot. Step your left foot to meet your right. Side plank. Lift your left knee. Step your left toes behind you. Flip over into wild thing. Inhale back to side plank. Exhale to high plank. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. Step your right foot by your right hand. Left heel pivots down, feet hip distance apart, and rise up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift up halfway. Place your left hand down, straighten your right leg, reach your right arm up for a revolved triangle pose. Exhale your right hand down. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold over your right leg, Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Inhale, bend your right knee, place your left hand out in front of you, stand in your right leg, lift your left, lift your right arm, revolved half moon. Exhale, bring your right hand down, walk your hands in towards your right foot, lift your left foot up to the ceiling, standing split. Plant your palms, you can step or hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. Step your left foot by your left hand. Pivot your right heel down at 45 degrees and rise on up. Interlace your fingers behind your back, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, straighten your arms, find space. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold over your left leg, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift up halfway. Place your right hand down, straighten your left leg, reach your left arm up, revolved triangle. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold over your left leg, pyramid. Inhale, bend your left knee, place your right hand out in front of you, stand in your left leg, lift your right, lift your left arm, revolved half moon. Bring your left hand down, find standing split. Walk your hands to frame your left foot, lift your right toes up to the ceiling. Plant your hands and step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Right foot steps between your hands, pivot to the left. Inhale for length and exhale to fold. Bring your head towards the mat. Option one, you can stay here in this wide leg forward fold. Option two, if headstand is in your practice and you want to play around, you can do bound, you can do tripod, whatever works best. Just remember, no jumping into headstand. Slowly bring your legs up. Straddle press may work very nicely here. Since we're in a wide leg fold, you can stay in a straddle headstand or go up to straight. And then slowly lower your feet back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn your heels in and rise up into goddess, arms overhead. Exhale, right arm to your right leg, side bend to the right. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, left arm to left leg, side bend to the left. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, pivot your heels back out and forward fold. Again, you have the option of just staying in your wide leg forward fold, Otherwise, plant your hands out underneath your shoulders, and you can play with handstand hops. Maybe you want to do tuck hops, maybe you want to do straddle hops, whatever feels right. Then find your way back into your wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your right knee down and come on up to gate pose. Inhale for length. Exhale, side bend over your left leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, your right hand back to your right foot for a little back bend, a little camel variation. Inhale, back up. Exhale, over your left leg. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend, right hand to right foot. Inhale, back up. Exhale, place your right hand down. Lift your left leg, left arm overhead. Inhale for length. Exhale, bring your left knee and your left elbow together. Inhale to open. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, and then reach around and hold on to your left foot with your left hand. Bring your foot back by your butt. Press your foot into your hand. Look up at the ceiling. Side bow in your side plank. Carefully release. Place your left hand down. Pivot your right foot in and step your left foot up by your left hand. Step your right foot back and find a runner's lunge. Inhale for length. Exhale, lift your hips, maybe lift your left toes for a modified pyramid. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. One more time. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale to runner's lunge, and then thread your left arm underneath your left leg. Place your hands back under your shoulders. Option 1, you're going to press into your hands, lift your left foot off the ground, and step back to downward facing dog. Option 2, play with Ekapada Vinyasa 2. Push into your hands, straighten your left leg, lean your body forward until your right foot comes off the ground. One more inhale, and then step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog. Left leg goes up and back. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Step your left foot between your hands. Pivot to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Option 1, stay in your wide leg forward fold. Option 2, play with headstand, bound, or tripod. Whatever you'd prefer to do in your headstand. Remember, no jumping. Just a couple more breaths. And then slowly lower your feet back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot your heels in and rise up, arms overhead, goddess. Right arm, right leg, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left arm, left leg, side bend to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, pivot your heels back out. Wide leg, forward fold. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, play with some handstand hops. Tuck, straddle, whatever you'd like. Then find your way back to your wide leg, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your left knee down and come on up to gate pose, arms overhead. Inhale for length. Exhale, bend over your right leg. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left hand to left foot. Back bend, camel variation. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left hand, left foot, camel. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right foot up, right arm over your head. Inhale for length. Exhale, bring your right knee and elbow together. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Reach around, hold on to your right foot with your right hand. Bring your foot by your butt and then press your foot into your hand. Gaze up at the ceiling. Carefully release. Bring your right hand down. Bring your left toes straight back. Step your right foot by your right hand. Left foot back. Inhale to a runner's lunge. Exhale. Shift your hips back. Straighten your legs. Lift your right toes. Pyramid. Inhale. Runner's lunge. Exhale. Pyramid variation. One more time. Inhale. Runner's lunge. Exhale. Pyramid. Inhale to runner's lunge. Wrap your right arm underneath your right leg. Hands under your shoulders. Option 1, press into your hands, lift your right foot, and step back to downward facing dog. Option 2, Ekapada Kundanyasana to EPK2. Press into your hands, straighten your right leg, lean forward, bend your elbows like chaturanga. Lift your left toes off the mat. Inhale, and exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Your left hand open out to the side. Weight in your right foot. Lift your left foot behind you. Reach around, hold on to the inside or the outside of your left foot. Press your foot into your hand, and then once you've pressed your foot into your hand as much as you can, begin to lean your body forward. Reach your arm out in front. Nadarajasana, dancer's pose. Slowly stand back up, hands to your hips, left knee into your chest. Straighten your left leg. Take a big step forward to the middle of your mat. Right foot lifts. Hold on to the inside or the outside of your right foot. Press your foot into your hand, and then begin to lean your body forward. Left arm reaches out. Dancer pose. Slowly stand tall, hands to your hips, right knee into your chest. Stretch your right leg long. Take another big step forward to the front of your mat. Feet together. Inhale, arms up, come up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, stay on your tiptoes. Bring your hands through heart center. Begin to bend your knees, squeezing your legs together as one leg. And come down to sit on your heels. Place your hands down. You may need to step your feet back a little. Bend your elbows straight back. Knees inside onto your arms or on the outside of your arms, squeezing in. Option 1, you can stay here, maybe lean forward, lift one foot. Or option 2, Lift both feet and come into crow pose. Press the ground away, round through your upper back. Grip the mat with your fingers. Squeeze your feet towards your butt. One more inhale, and then exhale, step or hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your hips. Weight in your right foot. Lift your left knee up to your chest. Reach around, hold on to your big toe with your left hand. Extend your left leg as straight as you can. It can stay bent. And then slowly open your left foot to the side. Inhale, bring your foot back to center. Release the grip, but keep your foot where it is. And step your left foot to the middle of the mat. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Hold on around your big toe with your right pointer and middle finger. Extend your right leg as long as you're comfortable. And exhale, open your right leg out to the side. Squeeze both of your glutes, both sides of your glutes. Inhale, bring your right foot back to center. Release the grip, but keep your foot where it is. And then step your right foot to the front of your mat. Bring your left foot to meet it. Inhale, arms up. Come up on your toes. Exhale, hands through heart center. Slowly start bending your knees. Squeeze them together as one knee. And come on down to sit on your heels. Place your hands down. Step your feet back. One more time, playing with crow. Knees wide. Elbows in your armpits or just outside your triceps. Lean forward. Option 1. One foot up. Option 2. Both feet up. Press the ground away. Round your upper back. Squeeze your feet into your butt. Engage your core. One more inhale. Exhale, step or hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to seated. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Seated forward fold. Hold on around your shins, your ankles, your big toes. Wherever is comfortable, wherever you can keep your back straight and long. No rounding through your spine. Slow and controlled breathing. With every inhale, find space. With every exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. Hips keep going back. Belly to thighs, chest broad. Inhale, sit tall. Bend your knees and slowly lower onto your back. We're going to do bridge or wheel pose. Bring your feet a little closer towards your sit bones. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked under, your low back is on the mat. If you're doing wheel, hands come by the outside of your shoulders. If you're doing bridge, hands stay by your sides. Inhale. And then on the exhale, press into your feet and your hands if you're doing wheel, and lift on up. Walk your feet in as close as you're comfortable. Try and press your heels into the mat to help press your chest forward and through your arms. Press the ground firmly away with your hands and your feet. Engage your glutes. Squeeze your legs together. And when you're ready, walk your feet back out a little, bend your knees, and come on down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Come to stillness. If you want, you can make yourself small into a tiny little ball, bringing your head up towards your knees. And exhale, release to Shavasana. Legs long to the edges of your mat, arms by your sides or maybe out wide to a T, palms facing up. Find a place where your shoulders are comfortable and close your eyes. Maybe you want to take a few big sighs to help release any remaining bits of tension. And then let your breath return to its normal, automatic rhythm. Release the clenching of your jaw. Release the pursing of your lips. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Let your feet flop out to the sides. Let any thoughts, worries, and anxieties melt away as you melt into your mat. I invite you to stay here for as long as you'd like, for as long as you're able. If you're ready to move on with me, stretch your legs long. Stretch your arms long overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale, roll over onto one side. And then carefully find your way into a comfortable seated position. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Thank you for practicing with me today.